think half of NYC would be in jail if this law was like a for real thing.
Get your money, sis, fuck a hater. Get your money, sis, get your weight up. Making money move, I ain't mad at you. Yeah, it's all about the cream and getting money, sis. Get your money, sis, fuck a hater.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to 2 Cent Tuesday with Jenny, where you will be getting my unsolicited, unapologetic opinion about what's going on in the world today. If you are new to this channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post a new video. And you might as well go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get right into today's topic. I was very tempted to discuss this entire Drake suing Universal over Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, which is a diss record towards him, going completely viral and becoming a huge sensation. He wants to sue them because he feels like they did whatever they needed to do to make the song popular. And I'm just a little bit confused because I'm like, ain't that what a company's supposed to do? Promote his name, promote their product. I don't know, but I feel like that is all a distraction. Okay, now I'm not one to get into politics and this, that, and the third, but we do need to know our laws. And I was today years old when I found out that cheating in New York was illegal. Because a whole lot of us should be locked up. I'm saying, like, okay, let's get into it. Governor Kathy Hochul, I'm not quite sure how you say her name, signed off repealing the 1907 law stating that adultery is considered a crime, which can carry a sentence of 3 months in jail. Who knew this? I was today years old. Did y'all know this? Again, this bill was signed back in 1907. And it stated that a person is guilty of adultery when he or she engages in sexual intercourse with another person at a time when he, it's funny, it kept saying he, I'm adding the she, but it just kept saying he. He or she has a living spouse or the other person has a living spouse. And again, if considered guilty, you can face up to 3 months in jail. And there has in fact been people in the past who has gone to jail for this crime. I think half of NYC would be in jail if this law was like a for real thing. I mean, it is a for real thing, but I'm still confused on the logistics of it all. But anyway, Governor Kathy said, this law is, and I quote, outdated. She released this statement stating that as someone who's been married for quite some years, she just feels like divorce and marriage and relationships is a individual issue that should be resolved between a couple and not in the criminal justice system. Many people in the comments had a lot to say. Many of us did not know that this was an actual law. And then some people felt like they are now really trying to do away with traditional relationships and traditional marriage and really straying away from anything that the Bible teaches us. What do you guys think about this law being overturned, that adultery in New York City is no longer considered a crime? Should it be a crime? Should people be out here serving time for cheating on their partner? Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I'm going to go ahead and drop my 2 cents in on the situation. Again, completely confused and conflicted. I did not know this was an actual thing. I've never heard of anybody actually going to jail or even going to court or being arrested for cheating on their spouse. Now, I do know that cheating can be grounds for divorce, and sometimes it does hold up in court when you are either fighting for property, or you want money out of the it holds a lot of weight when your partner has cheated on you. I think sending someone to jail for it is a bit extreme. The reason why I felt conflicted, because the spiritual side of me and the God-fearing woman in me is like, it's a shame that we are straying so far away from the Bible. And I'm seeing it more and more every day. But I think that once I heard what the lady actually said, I don't think it's so much of a thing where we want to encourage cheating. Because again, whether it was a crime or not, which it has been since 1907, it clearly has not stopped anybody from cheating in New York, okay? But I don't think that getting rid of this law is necessarily going to encourage people to cheat, because they're going to do that regardless. I think that what she is saying is to send someone to jail for cheating on you is a little ridiculous and a little harsh, which I can agree. Now, if this person is putting you in danger, that's a whole nother story. We've heard stories of people like Chris Watts, the woman, I think her name is Susan, who's trying to get appealed from jail, who unalived her children, just as Chris unalived his children and his wife, who was pregnant, because they were cheating and they wanted to be with their partner. Those type of things, obviously, that is something totally different. But again, you're not being punished for cheating. You are being punished for unaliving someone so that you can cheat in peace. Now, I have to agree with this law being overturned. Somebody cheating, you should have to deal with your partner and the man above for that. To send someone to jail for it is not a little bit. It's extreme. It's extreme. And I'm assuming that this is why they decided to overturn this law after so many years, which makes sense. But I feel like there's so many other things going on. Like, these are small, ridiculous things, because again, I'm almost certain that majority of people who live in New York was completely unaware of this law until it was overturned. I don't think anybody was aware that cheating on your husband or your wife was considered a crime. Again, I think they just had a case in 2010, but it was overturned because, it is ridiculous. Being cheated on, it hurts. It's a betrayal that you just sometimes cannot take, and sometimes you want to do the worst to that person because they hurt you so bad and you want to hurt them back. But sending them to jail is just like, really? Like, what are we doing here? And to just clarify, like, me saying that I think there's nothing wrong with getting rid of this law. It's not me saying that I encourage cheating or I accept cheating. I just feel like, unfortunately, these things are going to happen. I have a whole video about it. Is cheating inevitable in a relationship? Y'all go ahead and support that. But I feel like, as human beings, we all make mistakes. Many of us fall weak to the flesh, and it just happens. And I don't feel like, again, someone should be sent to jail for it. I know it seems like sin is just so acceptable these days, and we're just like, hey, let's do what we want to do. I can understand that side of it, why people feel like, well, why would you get rid of this law? I just feel like because it just wasn't holding any weight. Like, they're probably getting rid of it because who do you know has actually gone to jail for cheating? It's something that's just not being enforced, so why have it? It's a waste of time. I think cheating is something, again, that you have to deal with God and your partner. That's not something that needs to be taken to court and, I want to send this person to jail. There's a much higher power that you got to answer to when it comes to that. And that's just the reality of it. So, do I think it's a bad thing? No. Do I think it's a good thing? No. I think it's just like, okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was something that a lot of us were not aware of in the first place. And I think that I don't even think that it was enforced anyway. It's probably one of those laws like jaywalking in New York is just really not it's a law. I think they just overturned that too because everybody does it here. Everybody does it. And to be given a ticket or arrested for it is just ridiculous because literally everybody jaywalks in New York City. Literally. In front of a cop, doesn't even matter. Half the cops are doing it too. We just cross with the traffic. We don't even look at the lights. We just cross. With that being said, y'all let me know what y'all think about this law being overturned. Again, would you like to send, if you've ever been cheated on, would you have liked to send that person to jail for cheating on you? Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, I thank you guys for watching. If you want to continue to support moi, make sure that you are subscribed to It's Just Me, Jenny. And I would greatly appreciate it if you would support my 2 books, Inherited Dysfunction Part 1 and 2. Some cheating going on up in them books too. I would love for you guys to support me by hitting the link down below and purchase it. Amazon.com. Part 1 is also on BarnesandNoble.com. And make sure y'all are following me on all of my social medias. Everything is in the description down below. And Jenny is